Trystan Colon Castillo went undrafted. He was elevated to the Ravens' 53-man roster in October. Made 2 starts, his first versus Pittsburgh and then later in the year versus the Bengals. We'll watch a little bit of both. He did suffer the same fate as all rookies in that he wasn't able to do preseason stuff, able to do camp stuff due to the COVID. He did show himself effective on these pulls and these kick-out blocks. The Ravens are going to trap the end man here with Castillo, and we'll see that in both games. We'll watch it from the other side as well. The Ravens ran this counter trap call 3 times that I've counted. Each time it's successful. They're going to trap the end man. Once again, Castillo does a nice job getting on him and driving him out of the hole. And the Ravens pick up on 3rd and short. So the Ravens would prefer to pull the center when they're running to the nose guard side and leave the guard here to block the 3-tech. So it is a plus to have a center athletic enough to do this sort of pull. We'll look at this same play. Once again, there's the trap. And here he does a really nice job delivering a blow to the end man, gets under him, and drives him several yards back. Another thing I like about him is that he is consistent on double teams so far as movement is concerned. We'll look at this from above, but you'll see that he and the left guard are able to move this 2-eye about 5 yards downfield. And that's fairly consistent with him in terms of getting movement off double teams. Another example here of him generating movement along with the right guard this time. The right guard's going to come off and grab. Yeah. And he does a good job staying on this block, driving him 4 yards into the end zone. One of the areas of concern that stands out noticeably in both games is length. He does have shorter arms, and he's going to struggle with guys, particularly when they're shaded on his ball hand here. Strength could be an issue as well, but both hands get shoved into his chest. You see he gets driven 4 yards into the backfield on this outside run. And the back has to cut this under him or attempt to cut this under him. We're going to see him in pass protection here. Again, length is an issue. This is the second pass deflection in a row for this nose tackle. This one gets picked off. You'll see, it's a 3-man rush. He's going to just time this up. And at a certain point right there, he just pokes him with his inside arm, and Castillo can't reach him. And he's able to get his hand in the throwing lane. Pass protection one-on-one, even with the defender kind of reading what looks to be a run play. Once he reads pass, he's going to drive him back and almost gets the quarterback's ankle there. This is a good example of Lamar making folks' grades or stats look particularly good on the offensive line. It should be remembered that this is his first game. You see the Steelers have their shade in this tilt alignment here. They're trying to force you to either run this football into their strength or have to double team. The Ravens need to help him here. He gets driven into the backfield, and this is on the either the play calling or the inability to audible out of this. But there's got to be a help here, some kind of doubling help on Castillo. There's just impossible. He's lined up on the ball hand. And, Gus doesn't lose yards. This is in all likelihood length, lack of length at play here as well. But he's unable to stay square in pass protection here. You see his feet get under him a little bit, basically fighting with one arm. I'm not sure what happened to that outside arm. Looks like it might have just got knocked away. And this is too easy, just grabbing the cloth swimming right through him and getting a lick on the quarterback. Something that the Ravens ask of their center quite often is to go grab the 3-tech, keep him from penetrating when they pull the guard, and also cut him off backside. So it's a tough block, particularly, I think, on a great player, Cam Hayward. But you see here, you're not going to win too many of those battles if he gets his arms into your chest. When you watch him on film, it's important to note that he does improve. His second game was, I think, far better than the first game. Something I really like about him, as you see him do a nice job keeping the pocket clean here. He's the first guy to pick up the running back off the turf. He's the first guy. You see him charging downfield here to congratulate Marquise Brown on this touchdown. But he's that kind of player. He does play with a lot of effort, a lot of passion. We'll close off watching him pull one more time and fit up T.J. Watt. Does a nice job here. A couple things just in review. I like him in space generally, just in the games that we've watched, the 2 games that he played in, which is a small sample size. I like him on double teams. I think he's going to struggle one-on-one blocks. I think the Ravens would love to keep him on the practice squad this year because he can come in and hold things down for a game or two. But I think he's going to have a hard time making the team.